All right. Welcome. Today is build day 11 for Prelude of the Chambered version 2. So welcome. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Today we're going to be doing some fun stuff. Today we're going to be showing the power of the game. We've actually got it to the point where we can start putting, some level data in here, and we're going to hook up the player controls to the system and walk the player around. We don't have any of the dynamic object systems in there, but we do have the static objects. Hello, X-Ray Doc, and it's pretty cool. We'll probably also start digging into making the dynamic object system, depending on how long it takes us to get all the controls and stuff hooked up. It shouldn't take us too long, but we will see. And also, it was pointed out via my YouTube channel by an intrepid viewer. I can't remember their name right now, but they pointed out that POTC version 2, our little label up here, is missized. It's got some weird size here. We've got 3 letters wide, 3 letters wide. Is that like 7 letters wide, and then 4 or 5 letters wide, or letters, excuse me, blocks. Yep, we're live, woohoo! And so we'll just do some minor cosmetic work on that and shrink it down and make it look all more even and less OCD-ifying twisting, because I'm not gonna lie, now that this pointed out to me, it's kind of bugging the crap out of me. Cool, thank you. So X-Ray Doc has volunteered to work on that and clear that out and make it look all nice. And if anybody else wants to help him out that's on the server at the moment, I know we usually have a lot of RDF guys on the server that are watching the thing. And yeah, it's gonna be good. Oh, maybe X-Ray Doc is not. Wait, I am, he says. Well, you don't have to, X-Ray. I'll go through and put it together. Actually, X-Ray, go ahead and undo that adjustment. Let's bring the old pre-OTC sign back up, and we'll just take and modify the existing one to make it work. So, at least I assume that was you who selected and cleared the whole thing. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we'll go through and modify that and shrink the I think we're gonna expand these letters out a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4. Yeah, we've got some room to be able to expand this out a little bit, so it'll be good. I apparently have a cow infestation on Prelude of the Chambered, which, that sucks. I don't know how the cows got here, but yeah, we've got cows. Yeah, I don't know. We'll work on it. We'll fix that too. All right, so let's see. Another thing that was brought up by both Gremokar and another one of my YouTube viewers, whose name is also escaping me. Oh, hey, Graham. Hi, Graham. Is that the RS Nor system that I used before could be and should be replaced by a basal flop, which completely makes sense. And it's gonna cut out, I think we're gonna shave a good tick and a half or something like that off of the whole system by putting basal flops into here. And it's pretty cool. Actually, on Graham's plot, let's warp over there real quick since we now know where it is. On Graham's plot over here, we've got he's got the basal flops all set up, and as you can see, they're kind of in a staggered format here. Cool thing about the staggered format is I believe it's gonna shave some additional ticks off of stuff. because we'll be able to replace some repeaters with basal flops. So yeah, I think we're just gonna basically take this and make it work across. And see, as you can see, we've got some lit torches here. He's showing off how the design works. And when you click it, this would be the move forward. So the move forward command to feed into this, and it passes that data on and stores it, so that if you modify it, like he's doing right now, so you can see the data is stored, but then when he hits the move forward button, it replaces it back with whatever data is coming off of the feeds. So it works perfect, and it works fast, and it's good. It's all in one thing, so we like that. That's good. One thing is good. One action to rule them all. So let's hop back to. Let's go back. And Glenn A broke the chat window. Oh, Grem's also got something else to say. Please elaborate a bit on decoder action. Okay, I'd be happy to elaborate. Is what in particular are you looking for? Oh, yeah. I know that a lot of people don't quite grasp exactly what we're doing with this stack. I can understand. I'll try and do like a quick explanation, and if it's still confusing and you still don't quite get it, hopefully it'll make a lot more sense when I actually go through and program this sucker, and you can kind of see, you know, what each of this is for. So each of the long layers, there's actually 8 layers worth of data right here. The long layers, the ones that have all the outputs here, these are ROM that stores the visual data that is pumped to the screen depending on the direction that you're facing. So in other words, if this, let's say this is the north direction, so we're facing north in our little game world here. When the player's facing north, depending on where the player is, there might be like a hallway, or there might be a wall, or who knows what's in front of them. This data here is where what is shown on the screen is stored. So when if the player is facing in this direction, this data pumps out and displays what the player should be seeing, depending on which direction they're facing. And each one of these rows, like you see, here's 1 row, here's 2 rows, here's 3 rows. These are all different locations inside of the game world. So like this would be position 1, this would be position 2, position 3, position 4, and the positions just are all about where the player is in the game world. Normally when you're designing a video game or any kind of visual creation like this, and you have your screen and your world and everything broken down into XY coordinates, like a grid, you know. In this, we're not quite doing it that way, because there's only the only coordinate data that's stored in this system is for where the player can actually be standing inside the game world. And since there's only going to be, I don't know, however many positions we design and fit into this thing, could be, we've got 7 bits, so you know we can do up to 128 different positions times 4, because you have the positions where the person's standing, and then also the direction they're facing. 256. Yeah, excuse me, 256. Plus the 4 directions that they're standing. So, you know, there's a lot of data that can go into this. And so, this is the visual data for the north direction. This would be the visual data for if you turned and were facing west or east, and this is down for what you're facing, you know, south and the other direction. So that's where the visual data is stored. Now, there's another row of data that's coming out the back here, and that row is this. That's the 7 bits, and that's the 7-bit positional data. I thought it was 128. We're not quite into 8 bits. Not that we couldn't put 208 bits into this and make it 256, but that's a lot of data, and that would make for a very large game. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just, you know, working with what I've designed. So we've got 7 bits. These 7 bits here, which can represent up to 128 numbers, or 128 positions. And this data, for each one of these rows, you'll see that there's an equal number of small rows as there are large rows. And these small rows are what store the positional data if the player presses the forward key while facing that direction. So, in other words, if this is where we're facing north and the player's facing north and they push move forward and there's actually a space in front of them that they can move, so like if they're facing down the hallway and they're pressing the move forward key to move down that hallway, this is where the next position down that hallway is stored. So like if this is position 1 and right in front of the player is position 2, then position 2 is stored here. The data for position 2 is stored on position 1's information, so that when they press the move forward key, it switches all of the visual data, that is, you know, the long ones, over to position 2, which shows the player looking further down the hallway. And position 2 will have various data, depending on if they continue down the hallway, or if you turn around, then down here, in the opposite direction, is going to be position 1. So you put position 1 data in there. And that way when it presses forward, it switches everything back to position 1. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Ooh, I like it. That looks nice. POTC2. Very cool. All right, good job. Good job, X-Ray Doc. I like it. So yeah, it stores all this good stuff, and that's essentially how the decoder works. I know that there's been a lot of questions about the decoder, so yeah. Hopefully that clarified a few things. And if not, well, like I said, just wait to see it in action, and hopefully it'll make more sense. Yeah. If just as one more last point of clarification here, if the player is facing a direction where there is nowhere for the player to go, so in other words, if they're facing a wall, then there's no data stored in that direction's positional data, which is the short one here, and that makes it so that it automatically has collision detection, quote unquote. So if you press forward and there's no data here, then you're not going anywhere, which is pretty cool. If it's a wall, store the initial location. Well, yeah, that's true. We're actually going to have to start doing that now, aren't we? Yeah. In the old version, with this, I had checks and stuff going on to it. That's right. So that I could just leave it blank and nothing would happen. But I don't have those checks, and especially I won't have those checks when we get the basal flops put into here. Not that I couldn't put those checks in here, I suppose. Yeah, I could put that check in there. And the reason why I'm going to put that check in there to make sure, so that I don't have to go through and program every single one of these. I can just leave it blank if there's nothing there. That is going to save so much programming. So much programming. And guess what? I'm lazy. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And it'll be real easy to do. Basically, we're just going to have a feed that'll come off of this line here that basically is looking to see if anything is powered. If any one of these has data, then it will prevent the move forward command from sending data to the basal flop signal and passing that information through. So it'll essentially just disable the move forward command if there's no data coming to coming out of the decoders. So yeah, cool. Are we allowed to change the floor of your plot of our plots? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Epic. Let's see. That looks pretty cool. That doth look cool. I actually liked it when it had the outlines of the lettering, like it was before, and then some of this block in between the outline. So, yeah, but it looks great. I mean, I like the lettering. The lettering style is cool. So we'll just kind of make it work. Yeah, and that'll look good. All right, so let's see. Make sure your selection is right. I always fret about that whenever I or anybody else makes big world edits, is to make sure your selection's right so you don't screw up stuff. Okay, so anyway, now that the explanation is all said and done, what we're going to do is tear out this chunk of hard stuff that I worked on last week and agonized over, and just destroy it all, you know, like I do, and replace the RS Nor stuff with Basil Flop. So that's cool. We like that. That is good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start doing that. Let's see. I'm gonna select this. I don't really want to destroy everything, so I only really need to select here, and I'll just manually destroy those. And we'll go over here and select up here. That looks good. I'm just gonna tear out this chunk here and break whatever's left over. Set to air. Okay. I've got your spot. I guess you're actually probably listening. So I've got your spot. Your plot already in there. So don't even worry, Graham. You can wander about or come over here. You don't have to be my TP beacon if you don't want to. But I appreciate it. Alright, so I'll just break a few things here. Boop. Okay, so let's see. Got a few things that we're going to have to do. We're going to have to figure out exactly where we want our Basil Flops to be. And I think the best way to do that is have them connected at the maximum distance that we can here, away from this initial repeater. Select that, and we're going to expand by 1, and then we're going to stack by 6, and clear that in. Okay, so let's say that we have some data here. Oh, let's see. I don't know. We should have. I should be able to pass stuff through to it right now. Let's try it. Right? Yeah, because we don't have anything inhibiting anything. Pretty sure. Yep. All right. So, and we're just gonna have all of the feeds be on right now, so we can get a good judge of what the maximum distance that we have to play with is, which is pretty cool. Of course, when we get to this point, on this side, maximum distance is a little different. Alright, so thinking here, and alright, try to remember exactly what I need to do to build a bezel flap. Okay, we'll stick that up there, and then we stick another one down here. So, if I recall correctly, I'll break that up here, and stick a repeater there, and we've got ourselves a bezel flop. How cool is that? That is cool. I don't know if you guys are all familiar with bezel flops or not, but they're a really cool flip-flop design. Hey. 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 Aim down. Thank you. Thank you. Start bezels from the decoder. Any particular reason why I should start them from the decoder? Like, I mean, I can understand having the decode it from here. Oh, okay. Yeah, good point. I see what you got going there. Yeah, all right. So that way we can eliminate the repeater lag. I got it. Got it. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Like usual. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna move this the bezel repeater, or bezel repeater. Yes, let us move the bezel repeater. That sounds lovely. The bezel flop over, like so. Okay, and we're gonna just move this guy. Let's see. Let's figure out exactly where we need him. I'm just gonna copy it and move it. Let's see. So here, huh? As in here? Like that? Or am I off by one? One, two, three. Okay. 1, 2. Paste. There we go. Looks like that's about as far as we can get it to go. As far as I know. Right where the dust was going black. Okay. So right there. Undo. Well, it's a little it's not. Oh, okay. Right with the. Oh, okay. I think I see what you got going here. I put it right there. Perhaps I am putting it in the wrong place. Do I need to move it back by one? I'm not sure. Now let's go ahead and tear this one out, because this is kind of giving us a... Well, not really a bad reading. It's not really bad at all. Alright. So I think that's good. I think we have a victorious thing here. Alright, so let's go ahead and, yep. I'm gonna break this so I can run this back. Be able to detect things. Figure out exactly where we need to put our bezel flops here. Let's see if I put it, I had it copied here. If I copy it here, see, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, see, it should actually, It should actually be in a little ways, I believe. But, I mean, we can bring these in a bit. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have these put in their proper place. When I stand here, I've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I put a 3 back, so if I put it like 1, 2, 3, if I put it here, let's see what happens if I put it there. Paste. It's just about right. It could actually be back one more. Undo. It could be back one more. Paste. Like so. I think. Or is that too far back? Hey! Oh, hang on. Wait, Grim. I need that torch. Nope, that's too far back. Alright. Undo. Place it here. There we go. Now we'll stick a thing on the side over here. Okay. Stick a thing here. And that way when we have data coming into it, which we should, like so, we're going to see it be able to pass on. Actually, it might even be able to pass on a little further. Nope. That is perfect right there. Oh, right. Because we're also going to run into the issue of them being... Oh, okay. Then I will undo it again. I'll stand here and paste it. Like so. Actually, hang on. I think I see what you got going on here, Graham. Let's hop back a bit. All right. So we're going back onto ground spot, and if you look at this, they have to be fairly condensed together in order for when the signal to input for it to branch out to all of the basal flops at once, so that we don't get any mistimings. So let's go ahead and just take his. He's already got it all lined out properly. So instead of trying to recreate it, let's just copy it. Let's just copy it. It'll be so much better that way. So much better. And that way we have all of the positions. Oh, let me expand this up by one, because we're gonna need that redstone on top. Okay, and let's see. We also need to expand that out by what? 2? 2? Yeah. Expand by 2. And we're just going to copy this and paste it over into the new spot. So I'm going to stand right where this repeater is, right where the repeater needs to be on the on here, and I'm going to copy it. And we're going to just make it adapt to back, oops, back, RDF, and it'll work out. It'll work out good. It'll work out very good. Okay, so we're here, and it looks good, and now we just need to stand right here, like so, and paste, and hope for the best. Paste. And then, oh, that's interesting. It's actually offset a little bit. Undo. That's better. Everything lines up the way it should. And yeah. Oh, yeah, decoder did screw up, didn't it? Alright, hang on. Undo. Oops, undo. Yeah, it pulled out from the decoder a bit. Alright, let's see. How are we going to be able to select this in such a way? Oops, and I actually need to expand this down by 1 anyway. Expand by 1. Okay, so how are we going to expand this and modify it in such a way that we don't break the decoder? Yeah, the busing is definitely different than your one here. So let's take and let's contract this in a little bit by what, I don't know, contract by 2. So we grab this one here, and let's take and copy it here. And go back, and then and I think the reason why is because we modified. That's why we have this little bump here, and it's kind of interestingly done. Let's take and paste it. Oops, as if we were going to paste in here. Okay, and that way we're not breaking the decoder. We're just we'll have to make some slight modifications, but it'll work. So let's see here. Okay. I think first we're gonna have to. I don't need that though. Very, very interesting. Oh, that's right. We have to bring this up. Okay, like that, like that. Bring these over. There we go. Okay, so that keeps that separated. Now we're gonna have to build one more basal flop right here, which puts it into the correct place. No, it shouldn't be off by. I mean, it's not off by 1. We're missing a basal flop, but it's. I don't think. Pretty sure it's not off by 1. Let's see. Let's find out. Oops. That doesn't seem to be. At least not on this outside edge. We are good as far as that goes. And that's gonna wrap around. That's gonna wrap around. That's gonna wrap around like it do. And ooh, fancy. Cool. I like it. Okay. So we need to make one more basal flop right here. Let's see. We want to make sure that it's in the right place. And we're going to break this a little bit here. And let's see. What all do we need? We need this block. And we need this block. And we'll stick a thing here. Yep. Oops. You got it. And stick it there. And like that. And then branch this. Oops. Oh, yeah, that would actually work. I'll do it that way. Oh, no. Haha. That's not exactly right. But we can adapt it here. We're gonna go like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. There we go. Alright, so that takes care of that. And we've got ourselves a lovely basal flop. And it's not, you know, even. It's not all pretty and even like. but it'll work. It'll definitely work. I suppose I could make it even, like, for, you know, cosmetic purposes. Yeah, I know your basils weren't aligned, Graham. That's why we were having this issue. But we've got it working now. So, no worries. It was off, but we got her fixed. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and be a little OCD here. Yeah, gonna have to do that. Gonna have to do that. And move this over a little bit. Not much. Just a smidge. Teeny smidge. Let's see. Here's what, 1, 2 spaces. So move it over by 2. Okay. Make sure that's operating properly. Yep, okay. And let's deselect our thingy here and bring this out. Like that. Reason for that alignment was to make the yep, exactly. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and adapt this. Here, like so. Oh, that was not quite going to work that way. That's just not going to work, is it? I could. I could. Like that. Well, no, even that's not right. Ugh bug. Let's see. We need to be able to feed this block power. If we do it like that, we'll have the power like that. But this one's a little, it's a tad bit off, isn't it? Just a tad bit off. Let's see. Do. I wonder if we can feed it off this side here. Well, yeah, there's no reason we can't. Hang on. We got this. That's just going to require a little more. Oops. Oops. There we go. A little more adaptation here because of the weirdness. Because we're a little too dense here. There we go. That solves the problem. No, it doesn't. Not quite anyway. Because we have this. Oh, what a pain. Hang on. There's gotta be a way to do this, guys. There just gots to be. Just copy the entire Dakosa base. Okay. Alright, let's do that. Let's just go back to Grimm's. He's got, there is a technical reason for this, he says. Of that, I have no doubt. If we copy this whole thing over, we should be able to fix the technical difficulties that we seem to be having. So let's see. There we go. Something like that. I'm going to expand it up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expand up by, oops, that's 6. Oh well. It's close enough. Yeah, exactly. With all these blocks aligned. Yep, I see exactly what you mean. I just hope that this doesn't, oops, I want to expand that out by 1 this way too. Expand by 1. I guess we're going to want to expand this way too by several. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 9. I'll come take a look in a second, X-ray. Expand by 9. Okay, now that we have that selected, just back. We'll hop back here and see what X-ray is up to. What's up, X-ray? Nope, that won't work. Because it's it doesn't expand it onward, and it also yeah, it won't work. It's a good thinking. Good thinking though. Good thinking. All right. Let's see. We have this whole selection. Now, as long as this doesn't, if it does interfere, it should be fine. All right. Not gonna fret about it. Just gonna copy it and just gonna paste it and call it good. So we're gonna go back. We have that copied, and we're gonna fly over here, and we're going to paste it here, and we're just going to, oh good lord, cross our fingers. Ooh, paste. Hey, that seemed to work. How cool is that? I like it when stuff works. Wait a minute. Undo. No, that was good. Redo. Okay, yeah, cool. So, we've got ourselves the proper connections. They're all connected properly. The reason why he shifted it over is so that all of this connects. Let's see, and it should all be connected here. It looks like it is connected in all of the ways that it should be. I think. I do believe. That's connected, that's connected. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks like everything is still tied together the way it should be. Which, you know, is very important. And, yeah. We're good. That's a lot easier than trying to adapt it to work, since it's already done. Alright. Thank you, Graham. I appreciate that. That definitely sped things up a little bit here. Okay, so now we've got our working basal flop whoop-de-doo, and it's working like it should, which is cool. Now what we're going to do is some fun stuff. Not that, you know, the rest of that wasn't fun, but it probably was not particularly fun to anybody who's not particularly super technical about all this redstone shenaniganery. Shenaniganery? Yeah, that's definitely a word. That is absolutely, undeniably a word. Oh, that looks so cool. Alright. Cool. let's see. Oh, okay, so Graham says, hold on, before that disappears. Have I seen the direction inhibitors? Have we done something to the direction inhibitors that I don't know about? I mean, we've got our direction inhibitors here, which, you know, work just fine. Oh, on your plot. Let's go back to your plot and see what you have for direction inhibitors. You've got the same direction inhibitors that we got there, as far as I can tell. Where are you? Deselect that so I can actually see. Oops. Select. All right. And you mean the in the middle, the visual stuff? Yeah, I did see that. It completely makes sense, and I totally agree that that's how it should be done, with them going down the middle. That way it powers it equally on both sides, and, you know, same as the rest of it. So that that makes complete and total sense to me. I can dig it. Well, Yep, and you got it connected to this, right? Yep, you got them connected. It's all connected properly, like it should be. So, yeah, I think this is awesome. And I'm not even going to try and recreate this. I am just going to copy and paste. Because, yeah. Let's see. What's it for here? Alright, so let's stick it to, let's go back. How far back in is this thing? It looks like it's that far back. Yeah, it's, so that, looks like it is not even that far over, as far as I can tell. Oh, no, it is. Okay. So it is that far over. And then, okay, so this far back, this far over. I'm gonna select this. Break that. Break that. Fly up to the top. And select its opposite, which is, gonna be up here somewhere. Let's see. Does it go that far over? Nope, there's no modifications that far over, so we'll just bring that block out. Block out one more. And let's see, that was the first selection. So this would be second selection. Oops, let's expand that up by one. Okay. And we're going to break that and break that because they're in the way. And that goes down. That should be everything inside of there. That is good. And I'm just going to stand on this first one here. And copy. And then we're going to port back. Lightning speed. And paste it here. Oops. Here. Yes. Paste. Okay. We didn't break anything? Correct? I don't see anything broken. Yay! I like it when we don't break stuff when we paste things. Let's see. Okay, so that's our 4 directions. 4, 3, 2, 1. That all ties into these. We're going to have to, we're obviously going to have to fix, let's break off these. Because we don't need these anymore. These were by debug, and yeah. That's dumb. Well, not dumb, but dumb. We're going to have to power these. We're going to have to modify these repeaters because they're all in the incorrect positions and incorrect orientations now. like they do. Alright, so let's see here. Oh, also I'm gonna have to, let me warp back real quick and grab these connector pieces. This is pretty cool. It's like just copying and pasting components of the device. Man, I wish I could just copy and paste the whole thing. Alright, so I think that, yeah, that's good. Because that's all that covers is those connector pieces. Cool. Copy. Alright, back. And paste it right here. And all tie it together like it should, and we're good to go. Cool. Let's go ahead and stick some repeaters in place. Good. Good. Oh, I don't actually know if that's good or not. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Next one down. With some slight modification. Oop. There we go. To here. Which passes on. And then the next one down is good. Okay. And then we're going to go over to the other side and do the same thing on the other side, which I think Grim's already on top of. Ah, and it doesn't reach? Bummer. Super bummer. Yeah. Shucks. But if it doesn't reach, it doesn't reach. Not much we can do about that. Okay. Okay, so that's all good. That's all good. That ties into the inhibitors. And all the way that it should. How cool is that? I'll tell you how cool that is. That's super cool. Oh yeah, I know it's super fast. I'm not even worried about the speed of this thing right now because we're doing really well as far as speed goes. And this just keeps looking better and better. This is awesome. Okay. All right. So that's good. That's good. All right. So basically, what we can start doing here is tying the controls into these adapter stacks. So, or these power stacks that we have going on here. This is obviously okay. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to grab another I'm thinking here because in version 1 I had a really cool little device that was made for me that used 4 basal flops to store the direction that the player is currently facing. While we can have that same setup, there was a limitation to it. And it wasn't even so much a limitation really, because I can get around that limitation. I think, maybe. Yeah, okay. I was just thinking about the thing, because I want to be able to set which direction the player is facing at any time, and I just thought of a way I could do that with the old system. So let's go ahead and let's build one. Let's build one of the old systems. I don't have. I would just copy that thing over, but I don't have the prelude or the chamber. Hang on, let me check. Let me check my stuff here. Give me a second. I'm gonna be checking. Ha! I just realized I didn't resize this thing for like the last hour, so y'all have been seeing part of my desktop. Sorry about that. Nah. adjust it just a little better. A little better. Because I think it's a little bit off. Yeah, I think that's about right. Cool. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. I want to take a look at Prelude of the Chambered. The old Prelude of the Chamber. Let's see. Get that over here so I can see it. No, well, there's some of the Prelude of the Chambered stuff on here, but I don't know if that particular device is here. I'm just looking around. Don't mind me. Looking at some stuff. Looking at files. Just looking at files. Yeah, I can't find shit. Alright. I'm not even going to bother finding it. So we're just going to make it work. Let's just rebuild it. We can make it better. Oh, hang on. Yes, no. Yes, no. What? Huh? Alright. So let's see. We had a basal flop system. I'm trying to remember exactly how that worked. Okay, so we've got the basal flops. Let's go ahead and just build 4 basal flops right next to each other. Okay, just building basals. Yep, you got the right idea. Alright, but wrong direction though. There we go. This side. Alright. And then doop 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 doop. Okay. So I stick this here like so. Alright, now we're gonna take these basal flops and we're gonna put them all side by side. Oops. Expand by 1. Expand by 1. Expand by 1. Alright. And we're going to stack that 3 times. Stack that 3. Okay, so now we've got our little basal flopperies. Flopperdoodles. Flopperifications. And I'm trying to remember exactly how this worked. Basically, the stuff from the one fed into the next one. Okay, so stuff from this one. The output of this. Did it feed into the next? Did it? Was it the output of this? Fed into the next one. Turning it on. And shutting off the next one over. Yeah, essentially it's kind of like a shift register, yeah. Right, so that one would, alright, let's see. I don't want to do that. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. This one passed the data on to the next one. So let's see here. I'm trying to remember. Uno momento, por favor. Alright, let's add this up here. This is the power feed. Because I did. See, the difficult thing is I didn't build the original one. It was built for me, so I don't remember exactly how it worked. But I know it did not use multiple well, yeah, no, I think it did, didn't it? Yeah, I think it used 2 feeds, one for each. The signal would come on, pass the information through, to the next one, which would turn on that one. I don't remember how it turned on that one though. That's terrible. That's just terrible. Unfortunately, I've got a couple people who know what they're doing here. So if we have that on, oops, that passes on. This one, when activated, passes the signal on to the next one. But then it also had to like loop back around, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It did. It looped back. Okay, so sorry for just being all silent. But yeah, essentially what would happen is that when it was turned on, yeah, like that, and that was turned off. Yeah, see, those two are on, which is kind of a problem. Yep. We're close. But that's not exactly right, because the loopback activates both. We need it to only activate one. The next one's over. And we also need it so that when it activates the other, I don't think this is going to work, guys. Hang on a second. You guys continue working on it. I'm going to log off of the RDF server real quick, and I'm going to pop open Prelude to the chamber and see how the original one works, because I think I still have that. Yeah, POTC version 1 play. So let's go take a look at it. That's silly. Very silly. Alright. Okay, so basically how this works is like so. There's no connections in between. The two connect together. Let's see. So this feeds down. It connects into here. This one is facing into this group. Do I have? I don't think I have world edit here. Do I? I don't think I do. All right. So this feeds into this. Let's see. This points back towards this. Okay. It feeds outward. That feeds outward here. They've all got torches on their sides. Okay. On the one side. On the other side, yep, they've all got torches also, but facing the other direction. Okay. Each one faces inward. We've got 2 lines. Each one faces inward. We've got blocks in between. And the loop back actually connects through. And we've got some on top too. So we've got redstone on top of these, and each one looks the same on both sides, like so, and same on both sides, like so. And then that is feeding towards the output. Okay, guys, I think I have a grasp of how this guy works, and if not, I'll hop back onto here. But yeah, and all of those torches on the sides of each one, here, 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 here. It's upward. Torches on the side. Torches on the side. Okay, okay, alright. Let's hop back. Hang on, make sure I got the orientation right. Far, close, far. Okay. So quit, head back, Minecraft, and let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. Okay, so, okay. And we can have it go back the other direction too? Yeah, see, it has to be able to go back the other direction as well. Or go in the other direction. Different route to get the same result, it appears. I think you get, yeah, I was gonna say, you guys have to move the pulsar back a little bit. There you go. Whoa! See, that's what happens when multiple people... Okay, good, good, good. Alright. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Oops. We need a button on the back of the thing, please. Somebody has a button to push. Okay, so now, once the line is activated, you deactivate it. Okay. Woo, it gets all screwed up. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna build the one that we saw. Or the old one. I'm gonna build the old design while you guys try and figure that one out. If you guys can make this work before I finish the old design, then you win. Do. Oops, that's actually supposed to be there. Actually, that needs to be a little more up so that I can place these like so. Yep. Alright, now let's see. A couple out here, like so. And then there was the, let's see, was it here or here that there were blocks? I want to say it was here. I'm not 100%. By the way, let's go ahead and copy this over. Expand it by 2. Expand it by 1. Okay. Expand it by 2. Okay. And then expand it by 1. Okay. And then stack it twice. 3 times. No. 3 times. Yeah. Like so. Okay. Alright. Now let's see. I can't remember exactly where that's put. I want to say that it was here. There were blocks here. At the same time, that doesn't seem right. Alright, hang on. I will be back. Oops. I'm going to hop onto here and double check. See what we have. Okay. So we're definitely torches next to there. And the blocks, they were, okay, so they were right next to that. Okay. So we're torches there, blocks there, torches there, blocks there. There are also redstone on top of those. And redstone that went back. Blocks that went back off the side. And we do that for both directions. Okay. Alright. Back onto the multiplayer. Boy, it's good to have some reference material here. Alright, so it was, in fact, right here. Okay. So there's that and that. Okay. And then torches. Oh, there's actually one right here as well. Torch here, torch here, torch here. Torch here, like that, and then same going the other direction on the other side, but there was also, oops, some blocks here, 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 all with torches. Actually, I don't think there was one there. It's bi-directional now. Is it? Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. And it loops around. Very nice. Very nice indeed, gentlemen. Are these blocks here extra? Can they be eliminated? On the back end there? I do not know. It seems like it's a more compact version than the other one. As well. Which is cool. Right. Hey, what happened? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, that loops all the way around. This guy. That's good because we definitely need a reset. That didn't reset. There you go. All right, hang on. Let's take a look at it. We'll need at least one. Okay, now what are we doing? Okay. Alright, so then how... No, but now... I was gonna say, is there a reason it needs to all be on? No. Hang on. Wait. Guys, we don't want to invert this if we don't have to. So hold on. Just a second here. Alright. Let's reset it, which is this lovely command. Okay. Have it set up like that, so that sets to 1. Now, when we move... Right. Why? Alright, so there's that. We activate 1. Okay, so that's the 1. Now when we turn, this is what should happen, right? Just get the 1. Okay. And it loops back. Alright, now go in the other direction. Like so. Reset it. And it'll reset back to nothing. At which point, cool. So that's our new button. That's our reset. Now, but this, I mean, this would work, but at the same time, it's not going to. The reason why it's not going to. No, we don't need. We don't really. No. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves here. No, I know how it works. I got it. This we're going to need this to come off the side here instead of right here, because there's no way to send a signal to this button without interfering with the rest of this, without coming up with some kind of convoluted, crazy setup. I mean, well, not really convoluted and crazy, I guess. But let's see. If we have it here, yeah, if we stick it up here, yeah, if we stick this going like this, and we stick a thing out here, like so. let's just, and we'll use a lever here. Hang on, guys. I'm just gonna break this for just a second. Humor me. Give me just a minute here. Oh, shoot. Alright, so reset it. Alright, to set it, we go like this. And that sets it. Right? Right. And then we can have it wiggle around. Oops. Hold on. That resets. Now why is it not transferring? Everybody doing everything at once. Yeah, I know. We're just trying to figure out what the best way to do it is. Hang on. Alright. Leave it alone. Don't touch. No touchy. No touchy. And that is where we run into an issue. It's duplicating itself here. Okay. So you have that one beyond. That's it. No more. No touch. Now when we move, okay, seems to be working. Well, it's definitely a different design than the one that we used before. Definitely a different design. Okay, so that's the old design. This looks like it's the new design. Looks like it works perfectly. The only thing... Well, actually, that won't even... particularly matter, I guess. I'm just looking at this and wondering... Okay, so let's say, notice here, that we activate that, alright, and we rotate, and it's rotating around, all that good stuff. Okay. Now if you'll notice here, at the end, let's say when it's like, okay, game over, let's reset it, it flashes this one for the briefest of moments. I don't think it flashes it for long enough for the signal to propagate in order for the screen to try and rotate and turn the character. But I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. It is a one-tick pulse. So it's going to try and rotate the screen despite the fact that there's no no thing. I can work around that. I can work around it. What I can do is I can have it so that when the reset signal is sent, there's an inhibitor here that will cut all of these feeds to prevent any more data from being cycled through when the reset switch happens. So no problem. I love me inhibitors. Me and inhibitors. We're so close. Alright, let's see here. That's a good question. The live stream has been going for an hour and 26 minutes. Alright. The only thing... we'll fix that in a minute, because we're going to have to do some minor modifications here. Let's see. It's going on for an hour and 26 minutes so far, so we've got about a half hour left. I'd really like to get this thing into place and working before... Let's see, I need to expand it 1, 2, 3 back. Expand by 3. So I can build some stuff and have it look good for the end of the episode here. Expand it down by 1 here. Expand by 1. Like so. Okay. And it's getting good. Yeah, I'm going to put just a real basic room layout, something to just see how it looks, see how it works, make sure everything's working right. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's figure out where we want to put this guy. Let's see. Yeah, let's figure out where we want to put this guy. That's an important thing. We definitely want to put it... Let's see. Here's... Oh, no! We have a problem, gentlemen. Our basil flops are getting in way of the screen. So basically, we're going to have to move our arrangement here. I'm trying to think of exactly how we're going to move this. Well, we can't. I can't really move the player location, because if we move that, we can't move the player location any closer than this, or we're gonna lose screen viewability. We want to be able to see the entire screen at a time, and we're going to lose that viewability if we move the player position any closer to the screen. That's why the player position is specifically selected to be right where it is. So the other option that we have is to move the entire memory array move decoder down. I don't know if we can. Because we're gonna have to, we would have to move it down a lot. Like, we're talking more blocks than we can spare. Oh, the entire thing. Yeah, we could do that. I don't see why not. sounds good. Let's go ahead and yeah. All right. Do. We have a huge gap. Where are you, Graham? TP2 Graham. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I see what you're saying. But if we do that, I mean, we can. But that's totally going to screw up our power feed things here. And keep the feeds in the same place. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. By shifting all of this down, right, and have the feeds come out, they'll actually feed out a little faster. Huh. I think you may be onto something there. Alright. So in that case, we got to select this whole great big whoppadoodle thing. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to make an arbitrary position over here. Let's see. Let's select position 1, where I'm standing, roughly. That's about right. Should actually be up one more and over one more. Okay. Like right here. Position 1. Position 1. There we go. Oh, that's a little too high. It's close enough for right now. I'll shorten it down a little bit. And position 2 is going to be right where I'm going to be standing. Let's see. Let's make sure we're at the base level here. Out of ways. Move forward. Actually, hang on. How much forward are we going to do here? Actually, we're going to have to go all the way forward, aren't we? Okay. Back. Okay. Alright. About position 2. Oh no, it's supposed to be position 1 or position. Whatever, that works. Because that's position 2. Let's go back up here. Stand on this. Fly over here. Here. Yep, and then so this is going to be position 2. How close are we? We need to shrink it in by 1. And shrink it down by 2. Okay, so contract 2 like that. Okay, and contract by 2. Oops, too much. I meant to contract by 1. Expand. Alright, there we go. And make sure we need to expand it down by 1. Expand by 1. Down. I guess expand by 2. 2. Down. Oops. Shoot. Right. There we go. Okay, so that should cover everything. That should definitely select everything that we have built on this thing so far. And we're going to be moving it down by a few. How many exactly are we going to have to move? That's a good question. Let's take a look here. We're standing here looking at the screen. Doop-de-doop. We're going to need a minimum of what? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think down by 4 blocks. Minimum. Probably more. 6? Okay. 6 sounds good to me. Let's move it down by 6. Just to be on the safe side. Move 6. Alright guys, lag incoming by like a lot. Here we go. Eek. Oh, that wasn't too bad for lag, really. Oh no! We lost our pistons, guys. Can I undo that? Stand by. No. Redo. Alright. I'm done. I'm not going to be doing any more of those. But we lost all of our inhibitor pistons. So we're going to have to redo that. And the screen is probably freaking out right now. A little bit. There we go. Alright. So we got a few things that we are going to have to fix. Hey, Spud warned us. I just saw that. Spud warned us in the chat, and I missed it. I missed it. So let's go ahead and just break all of these invisible pistons of doom. Looks like half of them were retracted, which is cool. Clicky, 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 clicky. Clicky, 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 clicky. Clicky, 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 clicky. Die, invisible blocks. Alright. So there's that one. And that one. Break all the invisible blocks. And this one. This screen is sad. It's a very sad screen. Very sad. Yeah, display is fun. Display is fun. The only thing we have to do now is make sure that the that this is all reconnected to it. So let's go ahead and do that. Make sure here. Yeah, we're gonna have to rebus all this good stuff. But you know, such is the price of admission. So let me expand that out by what, 1, 2? Actually, set pair. Break. So, okay. Yep. And that all is connected and working properly. So that all will feed through like it do. I'm going to start seeing some stuff affecting the screen here soon. As X-ray dock is, yep. Just to stack what he's done. What have you done? Stack. Hold on a second. I'm going to stack it here. Expand by 1. Whoops. Expand by 1. Yeah, don't stack it because I am just about to. So, let's see, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. Let's do it 15 times. Let's see what happens. Or maybe 16. Let's stack it 16. Stack 16. Oh, 15 would have been better. That's alright. And our screen is fixed again. Hooray. Alright, and our inhibitor pistons are back. Let's see. How about these guys? Yeah, we lost our other inhibitor. Yep, Graham's working on that. Okay, so Graham's fixing the side inhibitor pistons. And our basal pistons are all intact. So we've got it all back functioning properly. So all is good, as long as we can see. Let's take a look and see how it looks here. Oh, that's much better. We have a very lovely view. And I think we actually just shaved like a tick off of everything. How cool is that? All right. Faster is better. Okay, now, for serious, guys. For serious. We have to figure out where we're going to put our new bidirectional shifter. So, I did. That looks fantastic. I like it. It's all nice and even and good looking again. Thank you. It's awesome. Okay, so now we need to figure out where we're going to put our lovely, lovely bit shifting system. Now the bit looks like we might be able to fit it. It's not that tall, is it? It doesn't look like it's that tall. Yeah, we can fit it directly underneath the, thank you, Graham, underneath of our user interface here. And by doing so, let's see, the outputs would then have to feed into here. We might actually want to stick it off to the side, I'm thinking. If we stick it off to the side here, we can have it feed over and down without interrupting or interfering with the basal flops. So if we stick it off to the side just a tad and move it over and then have it tie into its corresponding numbers here, 2, 1, 4, and I think this is 3. Yeah, I think that's 3 right there. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's 3. Okay. Then that's what we'll do. Okay, so let's go ahead and select this guy in all of its glory and stand on his head and move up to here-ish, position 1. Okay. And then we're going to hop down here, call you position 2, but expand it down by 1, by 1. Okay, I think that's all of everything. Actually, I can contract that down by 1. Contract 1. Okay. And we're going to stand on one of the outputs. Actually, let's stand on the bottom here. Stand on this. Let's see, furthest out. Okay. Copy. And let's see here. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that'll work. Because we'll feed these down and out. Actually, that might. Yeah, that should be fine. That'll be good. Alright. And it's out of the range of the player's view, as it should be. Right. I think that will do. I wonder, can we turn this around? Do we have enough visual room to turn this around? I don't know. Let's see. I'm not even going to build it. What? Hey! Stop that. That was there for a reason. Alright. It's alright. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. That's going to stand right in the way. Damn. It doesn't necessarily have to be that orientation, though. It can be back here, can't it? There's nothing saying it has to be over there. Yeah. I like how we've lava dripping down through it. Let's do this. 1 1 2. Let's see here. All right. Expand by 2. Okay, and then expand by 1. Let's see. 1 2 3. Expand by 3. All right, and let's copy it. Okay. Rotate 90. Paste. Yep. Rotate 180 because I went the wrong way. And paste. Oops. Rotate 180. Alright. And paste. Should be facing the right direction now, right? Looks like it. Okay. Expand 1 and expand 1 and take this out because we don't need that, and copy, move it over to hereabouts. Paste. Oh, actually, if I take that, so, expand it down by 1. And move it up by 2. 2 up. That out of the way. And let's see here. Put this out. So. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's plenty. There we go. Now we're gonna have to change the way we're doing the feeds out of this thing a little bit, obviously, to accommodate. I think we can do that. Let's see. This is move forward, left. Okay. So if we want to turn to the right, need to connect it to one of these. So. And if we want to turn to the left, then we're going to have to connect it to this guy. I wonder if that'll work. Nope. It's not quite going to work that way. Yeah. No, it will. See? Turn right, pick up power. Turn left, pick up power. They'll both pick up. We'll run it over to here. Of course, if with this powering this, it's going to power to this, so we got to move this down by one more. Okay. And run it back. Okay, there we go. Need this to run into it like so. But yeah. You're absolutely right. Why don't we just move the one on the stable forward? Yeah, good points, bud. Thank you. Good point. Expand by one. And let's move it forward by what? One. Oh, let's line it up. Two. Move two. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. I don't know if it's good or not, but we're about to find out. Alright, that's our reset. I'm connected to both. Piece of cake. Do. This is going to feed around here. Let's see. This guy is actually going to feed over and down one. So, here, like that. The other one, let's just break this a little bit. It's going to feed over, up, up, over, and over. Oops, too far, too far. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's much better. Much better. And the signal from that should pass on, right? Yep. Uh-oh. What is going on here? Oh, lily pads. I was like, why is everything turned on right now? Alright. Lily pads. Blame it on the lily pads. Okay. So let's collect the lily pads. Here, lily pads. Ow, I'm on fire. Alright. So okay, that works. That works. Oh, the reset. Yep, we're gonna have to tie the reset to it as well. That's right. That's right. That's right. Forgot about that. Let's see. Where will the reset go? What? Sign. Oh yeah, the sign doesn't move. The sign just kind of chills. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. If we just have it power both sides, that'll be the reset. That would be that would really be easy. Again, good thinking, Spud. Thank you. Yeah, we can just power both sides at the same time. That'd be an easy, super easy way to do the reset. Okay, so we got left, we got right. Move forward is going to have to tie into down here. Let's see. Right about here, actually. Looks like it's already prepped and ready for it. So let's go ahead and tie the move forward into this. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Yeah, I could use the other pair of monostables for the reset, I suppose. But there's no reason not to, I guess. They're here, and they're far enough out because the system will have to have some sort of automatic reset thing. I don't know. We'll experiment with it. We'll figure that part out when we get to it. Kind of like with how we do the whole thing. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. That's kind of the whole attitude behind this. Alright, so let's get go up. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, if you do it just perfectly. Cool. I've got an interesting little thing here. If we have that on, when the player steps on it, the bezel should set. Is it? Hang on. I got it on the wrong side, so I can't see it for crap back there. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now that's powered. Let's go ahead and say that when we push it, it powers it. So it powers it perfectly, just like it should. Okay. Cool. Very cool. There is a short pulse, yes. And that short pulse will be handled by another thing. No, don't need to move monostable for the move forward at all. Because as soon as the player pushes the button, the data passes forward. So the data is set into the bezel flops, and it'll act by not having it monostable to prevent things from moving too quickly for the system to keep up with it. Alright, so that's good, that's good, that's good. We've got turn ability, and we've got all that good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and figure out what I'm going to do as far as the directions here. So let's see if we have, let me pull these outputs a little further out so I can see them better. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna kick one of these guys on right now. Bam. Like we do. Okay. And that gives us certain things. Nope. Hey, don't reset it. I'm trying to use it here. Hey, X-Ray, stop resetting it. I hope it's not. Alright. Go ahead and push it. Okay, push it. Try it. What happens? Because that should. Alright, people. What's going on? Why is it working down here, but not working up here? Does anybody have a good explanation? While the basal flop inputs are out of sync with each other. Theoretically. I think when they are out of sync with each other. You know, if you were able to time it within that like 1 tick frame, then I think that you possibly could end up teleporting. We might just take and resync these up to prevent that by adding some delays to the inner repeaters. But kind of because that is kind of a game-breaking glitch if you're in a hurry and trying to click through it or trying to beat it and it doesn't work. That's a bad thing. Okay. All right, guys. Check the pistons. No, we have the right amount of pistons. Same amount of pistons is down here. I think. Yeah. We definitely have the correct number of pistons. There's 5 pistons for each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the other side, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, all that feeds down, passes through to the next one. That feeds down, passes through the previous one. Alright, did you guys get it fixed? What? What? How are we off? Oh. Are we causing a bud? Okay. That's good. Then what? How? What? What is what? What is what? This is an interesting glitch. We have the exact same design, except now it isn't working. Alright, so let's get this on. Alright, now when we rotate, it doesn't go. Wait. I think I see what may have been the issue. This doesn't quite go all the way. Hang on. No, it doesn't reach. That's what's going on. Hang on, guys. What are you doing? Hang on. I don't know. You would think it would. See, one. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Hang on a sec, guys. Hang on. Alright, try it now. Okay, try it again. There we go. Now it's working. When this got rebuilt, it got rebuilt in such a way that apparently it wasn't reaching properly. And now it's not working again. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now it's working. Keep going at it. Let's. Yeah, but let's try and diagnose exactly why that's doing that. Hang on. Okay, now it's working. Let's try connecting it like so, and try it again. Yeah, see, I guess there just needs to be a repeater here for some reason. Alright. Not entirely sure why that is the case. Oh. No, we don't need that one, Arisha. That one is unnecessary. What the? Okay, let's reset it here. Okay. Interesting. All right. Hang on. Now leave that repeater out of there, Arisha. I'm trying to do it without that repeater. Because we can do it without that repeater. See? It works just fine without that extra repeater. Or maybe it doesn't. You're right. Alright, let's try sticking that repeater there. And trying it again. Hey Graham, what's up? Yeah, it's this thing is glitching out. Alright, I'm gonna go TP at Grim. Let's see what Grim has. No, I know that it's a Grim. I think we have a positional issue with this. That seems to be the case. Something about where this thing is causing it to glitch. It's not, there's no functional difference. There's no functional problem. That's a good point. Is it in? Let's see. This. No, it doesn't appear to be on the border of any chunk. It looks like, well, that particular part of it, it crosses a chunk. No, I know, Graham. We have a very similar setup to that up here. It's the same deal. We have the repeaters over here. I mean the pulsars over here. Well, we don't know if it glitches or not. That's the problem. Because it's not... It's all about the position of the thing. Where it is in space here. Alright, I'll test it. I will test it. Let's take a look here. Position 1. Position 2. is what, right here by here. Yep, there we go. Position 2. Oh. Expand down by 1. Alright, there we go. I think that captures it all. Let's go ahead and how am I going to do this? Let's get the height level right. Copy. Okay. Paste. Uh-oh. Undo. Too high. Paste. All right, let's oops, yeah, good point. Undo. Paste minus A. Ha! That's gonna be even worse. Alright, I'm just gonna hit paste and we'll fix whatever of the blocks it takes out by just fixing it manually. It'll be better that way anyway. Alright, so now let's connect these guys together. Actually, let's test it first. Okay. So far so good. Okay. Because it's in a different position, it appears to be working. Well, that's fine. That's just great. Okay. I don't know. It's working now. That's all we care. What was the problem, Graham? Huh. Okay. Well, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because we were using these. Huh. But just because of the way it was connected. Interesting. More. That makes sense. It does not make any... Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense, which makes sense. Typical Minecraft glitch. Alright, alright, alright. That's fine. That's just great. That's just special. It's just super duper, guys. Super duper. Alright. Let me hop onto here. Let's see. Which way is this rotating? Okay. It's actually kind of backwards. The inputs are a little backwards, so let's fix that. Easy fix. I'll swap the inputs here. Easy fix. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now when the player presses on a particular thing, we'll see it go out the other side. When you push left, it moves left. Right? Yep. Yep. Okay, and then when you push right, it should move to the right. Yep. Like it do. Okay. So there we go. That works perfectly. Now let's see. Now we just need to tie this into here, which is a matter of busing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see here. This is number 3, 2, 1, and number 4. Okay. So if we go, let's go with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So this guy is number 4. Here. We're going to tie him into his little buddy. Like so. And we're going to break some chunks here. Okay, so that's number 4. Number 3 is right here, which is a little weird, but that's okay. Oops. Let's go ahead and start dropping this down. All the way down. Here's our good buddy number 3. Oops. Like that. That. To make a very compact barrack? What are we talking about now? Did I miss a critical part of this conversation? Oh, compact inhibitor feeds. I see. Did anybody have a recommendation for the compact? Yep. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I figure you had a very good reason to do it the way that you do it, because you have a very good reason to do everything the way that you do things. So, you know, I have a lot of faith in if you do something in a particular way, that there's a reason it's done that particular way. Chew out some extra blocks here. Okay. Let's see. Make sure that we're not, the busing here is not getting into the field of vision. It's getting awful close. So we're going to want to drop this down here. so this is number 4, so I'm going to break that off to the side. This is number 1. Here's number 2. Here's number 2. Okay. So now we're just going to run number 2 here. Actually, this is number 1. So it's that's number 1. This is number 2. Let's space that out a little bit better. So number 2 is going to go across. Further than across. Oops. And number 1 is this guy. He's going to, can we go under? Well, there's no reason we can't go under. I don't know why I'm going up with all of these. I don't have to. Okay. Yeah, exactly. As long as we don't run into the bud issue, we are fine. Alright. It's convoluted, but it works. Let's redstone it up here a bit. Running a little behind because we had some glitches here. We're at almost 2.5 hours into today's broadcast, but I promised my viewers some imagery, and by God, I'm not gonna let him down. So it'll be cool. We'll get some nice imagery going on this stuff, and be looking good. Less convoluted, more convoluted. It all works. If it works, it works. And it works. So it works. Yep, you're on top of it. You already have got that going. Let's see, make sure we're not interrupting the lovely, lovely view of our lovely, lovely viewers. And it's not. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to go down, tie in. You know exactly what your power stacks need. So I can defer that to your expertise. Let's see, that inhibits the lines, right? Yeah. Okay, so we actually need this to be inverted. The outputs of these things have to be inverted. So okay. Now you want to keep that going because that needs to be, yeah. That needs to be the same. The rest need to be inverted. Alright, so let me go ahead and shift us over by 1. So we can work on the next set of feeds. Okay. Piece of cake. Okay. I think we're doing good so far, guys. Next. Okay. Ooh, that's going to cause a bit of an issue. We're not running into a block update there, are we? Nah, that doesn't look like it. No bud. No bud. It's good. It's good. Yep, we're good. Alright, so let's... I'm ready to move on to the next one. Bam. Alright. So... it's an easy fix. And Graham's working on booster to have it tie all the way down. Okay. Looking good. Looking very, very good. Okay, so that's our directional stuff. Directional stuff's done. The move forward stuff is done. Huh? Guess what? We can start programming this sucker. How cool is that? It can be sped up by 1 tick? Okay. If you, sure, go for it. I'm going to work on programming this thing. Alright, let's see what we have as far as program. Okay. No. What are we going to put for our first little area? For our first little room. We need something that's nice and distinctive. Alright, let me bust out my, my diagram. Okay. Zoom her in here. View. Zoomificate. Ooh, that's a little too much zoom. Alright, now let's take a look at this. Zoom out by 1 here so I can see it a little better. Alright, I think that will do, because that will give me an idea of what's what. Okay, let's see. Move it off to the side so I can start programming this. Okay. Straight corridor. Yeah, we could do a straight corridor. It's not very exciting or interesting though. How about we do a corridor, like a corner type thing? One of them being a solid-ended corridor, one of them not. Let's see. So, okay, let's mark these guys as north, south, east, and west. That's number what? That's number 4 that's active right now. Number 4 is the last one. Okay, so let's make number 1 north. I need something. I need a sign. Here's your sign. 4 is bottom, 1 is top. So in the interest of keeping up with the original, we're going to make number 1 north. And let's see. Number 2 goes to the right. So number 2 would be what? East. East. And then south. And then west. Okay, so those are our directions. Now let's actually have it program some stuff. We're going to have north be facing a dead end. So if we're facing a dead end at north, and we're going from, let's see here, I'm trying to remember exactly what we got going on. I'm pretty sure all the numbers go from the middle except for this one, which is actually number 1. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Okay. Alright. So if we hop into here, are we facing north right now? Yeah. We are not facing north. Are we? Are we facing north? Is our guy facing north? Our guy is facing... No. Our guy is facing west. Okay, let's make it so that our guy faces north. So we turn to the right. And our guy is facing north. Alright. So now that our gentleman is facing north, let's see. I think Graham is still working on the busing, right? Yeah, Graham's still working on the busing. So I'm just going to start programming this guy. And we are going to start putting this stuff together. Let's see. So this is number 1. Alright, so if we're on the outside, I'm looking in. Alright, let me fix this because I screwed it up a little bit. Move it up, move it up, move it up. Alright. Okay. Now we're on here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So for 13, and now 12. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to be that. Pretty sure anyway. So actually, if I do it like this, how many have we got here? Oh no, I'm doing this wrong. I'm looking at my diagram incorrectly because we're talking about the ones on the left and the ones on the right. So if we're looking at the left side of the screen, which has most of everything, we're looking at numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I really need to go through and organize this better. But number 9, number 10. Okay. And let's see, if we hop over to the other side, we're going to want number... numbers 1 and 1. Right? That should be the first on this side and the first on that side. Yep, okay. So I am oriented properly. And, cool. Okay, so now we're still facing position. So switch, be in position 1. Well, according to this is position 3. Alright, I'm really gonna wait for Graham to finish his little little thing before I can continue on and keep testing this. But okay, so that's first direction. If we face off to the left, you know, which we will do. Huh. Okay, so we're going to that's facing north. So facing east. Okay, so facing east, we're going to be looking at number 1 on the left. So that's 5, 6, number 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 9 again. And then facing east, it's going to be off to the right. So number 9, 10, same as above. Oops. That is the wrong one. It's supposed to be that. Okay. I'm off again. God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So that's 9, that's 10. That's 9, that's 10. On the left side. On the right side, we need number number 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy. Oh, and I forgot to do this over here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Lovely. That's what we should be seeing. Now when we turn east, okay, and I just need another line there, which is number 1 on the left side, so I need to adjust that. I'm going to go through and optimize this by making some marks and stuff for sure. For sure. But right now, it's working perfectly, as it should. Okay, and then let's see. So the next one down is, let's see it, it's east. So south is going to face down a long hallway, which, you know, that works for me. I'm happy with just a hallway. Let's see, so we're going to go with numbers 9 again, same as above. So number 9 is this guy, and then also number 11. Okay, and then on the right side We're going to need numbers. Number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. In theory, if I didn't screw up my calculations, one. This is number 2. Why are we seeing that on number 2? On the left, we shouldn't be seeing this. That's correct. Oh, hold on. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is number 8. So why are we seeing this? Oh, that's better. Cool, because we weren't turned. Ah! Alright. Goodness. That was driving me nuts. Alright, so now we should be looking down a long hallway. We should be looking down a long hallway. But we're not. Why not? It's off. It's number 3. It's this one. It's passing the information down. Whoa. Okay. Got those 3. I must have miscalculated over here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 9 should be on, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 9 should be on. 10 is off. 11 should be on. 12 is off. And 13 should be on. So why is that one on? Oh, God. Oh! What? Okay. Graham was working on the inhibitor. That's why everything was screwed up. It's perfectly fixed. It works. It was just... there was other stuff going on to break it. Oh, thank God. I was about to go on full-on panic mode there. Okay, so now we're looking down a really long hallway, which just looks like lines. That's why just a long hallway is kind of boring. So let's go ahead and make a hall off to the side. We're just going to kill one of these. You probably were, Graham. You probably were. But I was programming and not paying any attention to the chat window. So let's make a hole in our hallway. Off to the side there. That looks good. And but in order to put a hole there, we also have to put its corresponding... what? I have cows committing suicide on my device. Okay, so we're gonna put a couple of extra lines in here. Let's see, this is this one right here. Okay, so we're gonna put a couple of extra lines, mainly line numbers 1, like so, and 2, like so. And thus we have a hallway that actually has another line coming off to the side. Chunk, just like that. And if we do it that way, it should actually be a little bit different when we turn to the left then. And the reason why is because it's not a solid hallway. It goes off to the left, yes. But there should be a break right there. which we can do. Let's go ahead and get rid of, let's see, which line are we on right now? We're on the second line down. We're going to get rid of, on this side, number, let's see, we have number 2 active. We want that one. To be, let's see, that's that one. We're on the left side, right? Oh, right, because we're actually supposed to be doing it. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense, but we're on the right side. Okay, so on the right side, we're going to do this, and we're going to, let's see, this is just this number, which is that. So if we disable that, like so, and then stick a line on it, like so, then we have something that matches up with the actual rest of the area. So we're looking at it, and we turn to the left, and we see a solid wall, like so, solid corner. Turn to the right, and we also are facing a solid wall, but we have kind of a path off to the right that we could go. Because when you turn to the right, again, you'll be looking down the hallway, and you'll actually kind of see that there is, indeed, a path going off to the left. So, when you press forward, if you were to press forward at this point, it wouldn't do anything, but when you press forward, it'll move us forward, and we'll move on to into the next, we'll actually be kind of at that T-junction then. South is actually pretty easy. We don't have a south programmed yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's make sure I'm standing on the right. Okay, I'm standing on it. Move it to the right. And we should have a lovely blank screen. Okay. And our blank screen, we need to have it, let's see, if we're looking to the right, we need it to be number, this is the bottom one. Okay. On the right side of the screen, we have it going off to the right, so we need it to be numbers 10 and 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like so, and 11, like so. And that'll give us a nice flat bars to go across. And then we, on the right-hand side, what we need to do is first we need to put number 1 in because it will be a corner. And then we also need to put in number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And voila, we have a corner. So now, for position 1, we have full 360-degree viewing in 90-degree chunks, but yeah, that is it. So let's see. If we turn to the right, we're going to be facing north, which is right up against the wall. Bam. And let's see, if we turn to the right again, we're going to be facing a kind of a corner wall thing with the path leading off kind of, as you can see, to the right over here. And if we turn to the right again, we're going to be facing down the hallway where you'll be able to see the stuff facing off to the left, like so. And now we're looking all the way down the thing. Now, as you can see, it takes a little while for the screen to update. It's actually is very responsive as far as pushing a button and having a thing change. It's much faster than version 1 ever could have hoped to be, but it takes a while for all the screen blocks to update as well. But I have a theory, and that theory is I'm on a server, and there's like 5, 6, 7 of us all hanging out on this area looking at the screen at the time. So guess what? That's going to cause lag. But if we pop this into a single-player world and was to have it run, I imagine it would operate significantly faster and more efficiently than it does on the server. But even so, running on the server with the lag of having a whole bunch of people around watching this, it runs remarkably fast. So thank you to everybody, especially Gremble. Thank you, Gremble for all of your assistance in making this as effective and efficient as it can possibly be and blowing version 1 way out of the water. It does. It looked like he just took off and went down the hallway. That was awesome. Well, I don't even know if there's going to be a version 3 or if version 3 is just going to be the update of version 2. I guess you could call it version 3. More like 2.5, because it's going to have the same structure for the most part, but some reworked stuff back here to make this a little more efficient, using that design that Graham came up with that uses a different type of inhibitor, and it's really cool, and it actually speeds things up by quite a few ticks, almost a full second of response time at maximum. So yeah, that's a significant improvement. And a second can mean all the difference in the world when it comes to playability. But we'll implement that at a later time. Right now, I really just want to get this thing working. I want to get it all together. I mean, it is technically working right now. But we want to start programming some stuff in it and getting it all put together and all that good stuff. Yeah, right now we have a functional, and if I programmed it, playable version of Prelude of the Chambered version 2. How cool is that? Oh, I mean, granted, right now it's just solid walls, so you just walk around. You can't really interact with anything. But yeah, it's totally functional. I programmed this thing up, and we could wander around a maze. That's pretty cool, guys. That is really, really cool. So I got some homework. I'm going to take and organize my own little diagram of the imagery and make it a little more efficient for me to look at, so that when I'm programming it goes faster for myself. And other than that, that's pretty much all I've got to do. I'm going to throw out. I'm also continuing work on the level design for the final version of Prelude of the Chambered, so that I can program that into this. And I don't know if I'm going to be programming that in next week or not. Next week, I'm also considering working on the dynamic object system. So the system that will put a breakable wall right here on the left instead of just having it open. So we actually have to walk up, turn, and break it, which is cool. That is also very cool. But it's going to be that's going to be a whole nother project in and of itself. Not necessarily a bad project. It won't be bad at all. It'll actually be really cool. But it's a lot of work. But right now, I am thrilled that we have a working version. It's awesome. This is great. We got a video game right now, a 3D video game. Yeah, that's woohoo. So yeah, I think that's God. I haven't even actually looked and seen what what time we're at. Oh, look at that. We're right at 3 hours. Couldn't have timed it better if I tried. So I think after a 3-hour-long episode, be a good thing to call it quits. We've done a lot, and we've got a lot more coming. So thank you, everybody who stuck around for the entire 3 hours, or who popped in or popped out, whatever, at any point in time. Love you guys. You're all awesome. Thank you for watching everything. And the next episode, of course, Friday, next week. And I hope to see you all there, and we'll continue building and making some really cool stuff and programming and all of this cool stuff that's we all love to do, and hopefully you love to watch. So until then, happy redstoning. Woo, we have a working version. It makes me so happy. Yay! Okay, bye.